Hello everyone, and welcome back to HTML and CSS lessons on Codecademy. So last time we covered what we had learned about CSS, and today we're going to be working on a project that includes quite a lot of CSS. So let's get straight into it then. So this is what we're going to be building, or something like this. So you've probably seen all kinds of nifty looking buttons on your favorite websites, such as Codecademy, that link you to different web pages. In this project, we'll show you how to make your own. So we've included, or Codecademy have included, sample images and text here, but feel free to substitute your own in the next exercises. I will not be doing that because I just don't feel the need. And that's probably what you guys will be doing as well anyway. So check out the HTML and CSS we've used and have a look at the button on the Result tab. Hit Save and Submit code when you're ready to start building your button. So let's start it with the results first. So here we have a centered image, then some text, and then a button, or which is like an image with text. Then when we look at the code, okay, this might look a bit scary at first, but then you can just notice that there are some simple tags like link. And if you look at the tags by themselves, then you will see that they're actually quite easy to understand. So image, you know what it is. P, you know what it is. BR, it's just break, so leaves a new line. Div, you know what it is, and you know all of the what all of the tags are. So don't be scared if you see some a big chunk of code. Just look at the parts separately. Then if we go into the style sheet or into the actual CSS or whatever you want to call it, we can again see all of what the properties of the tags are, and in this case they're actually changed quite a lot. And the same applies here. Don't look at this as a whole, just look at it as parts and you will see that it's not that difficult to understand. So let's save and submit and let's start building it ourselves then. Drawing your button. Let's get started. First things first, we'll need to create your button. We'll do this with div tags. So please note, if you have adjusted your browser zoom, tests involving height and width will not work correctly. I have not adjusted it, I made sure that it's fine. So to remedy this, please type Command+0 or Ctrl+0 to reset your view. So if you guys are doing this, then I guess that's recommended to be done. I haven't had the need to zoom in or out, so I think I should be fine. So instructions then. On the CSS tab, add a div selector and add property value pairs of. So sure. So we need to change the height to be 50px, and that is not how you spell height. That is how you spell height. Width to be 120 pixels. Border color, that color, I do not know what it is. I think that might be the gray. No, that looks quite black to me. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. And background color, I can just copy it over. I mean, I could have copied that over for all of them, but anyway. Your border style can be any type, so dashed, solid, and so on. And you can use any border width you want. So we like 2 pixels. So do they actually want us to make that? I'm guessing they do. Style can be any type, so let's do it dashed, because that's how I feel. And you can use any border width. Let's do it 5 pixels, and that needs a semicolon at the end, otherwise it's not going to work. There we go. They like 2 pixels? Well, they can't have it. Save and submit code. Oops, did you remember to give a width of 120 pixels? Oh, right, I have a colon there. And there. Okay, good. Now we have done that correctly. So don't forget the semicolons, and don't put a colon instead of a semicolon, which are the mistakes I made there. So moving on. Shaping your button. This involves a new property called border radius. We'll learn more about it in later courses and projects. So, okay. This property modifies the corners of HTML objects. It's how you get those cool rounded buttons. Okay, I was hoping to learn that sometime soon, because just a straight corner doesn't really look that nice. Set your div's border radius to 5 pixels. Oh, that's all to this part of the lesson there is then. Okay, border radius to 5 pixels. Okay, we have done that then, and we're going to learn more about it in later lessons. So that's good, I guess. What's going to happen if we change it to, like, I don't know, 20 pixels? Okay, so it changes how much it rounds. 1 pixel isn't going to be that noticeable, I'm guessing. So you can notice anywhere from 2. At least I can notice the 2 pixel change, but we need to keep it at 5. Okay, positioning your button. Nice work. We'll work on centering your button on the page. We'll go over positioning in the next course or two, but we think it's a good idea to give you a preview here. So here's how it works. Margin auto, I don't know how to pronounce that correctly, but I'm just going to say it, auto, is the CSS you use to tell the browser, hey, make sure to set equal margins on each side of this HTML element. So when the margins are equal, the object is centered, no matter how big or small your window is. So I will show you what I mean by that. Let's actually do this. So div, we want to do the margin to auto. So now we have this, say this is the window. If we call this the window, this is centered there. So the distance from here to here and from here to here is equal. And if we make the window bigger, then this, like the button, or the not made button yet, doesn't just stay here. It stays in the center of it, of the web page. So that's what it means by making it stay in one place, or making it stay centered, which is actually, I think, quite cool. Text align center is how you center text elements. Okay, so that's another property that we need to put in here. And there we go. 7 submit, and we can move on. Adding the link. Great, now we want to add a link with text to our button. In our example back in the first exercise, you may have noticed that we used span tags to create a different font color for Facebook, like so. Okay. You can do this too if you like, but it's not required. I will do it just so that you guys know how to do it. So on the HTML tab, which is where we are right now, add a link using the A tags between your div tags. Sure. I want to do the tags first, and then I want to put anything in between. Equals, and I don't know, I'll just link it to facebook.com. I don't actually know if this is going to work. I hope it does, because sometimes it doesn't work if you don't add the HTTPS or HTTP and www and all of that stuff. But if it doesn't work, just add that, guys. It's going to work with that. And I don't think that the lesson actually minds whether you put the correct link or not. So you can set its href attribute to go to any website, and you can make the link text itself say whether you want, whatever you want, not whether you want. This goes to Facebook. I don't know. Yeah, just go with that. And in the CSS tab, set your link's text decoration. So that's editing the A tag to none. Give it whatever color or font family you like. Color, I want it to be red, and I will just type in red. You could also do, if I can find here we go, I found it. I finally found my pound symbol, yay. Red, so that's going to be FF0000. That also gives you a good red. Actually, I'm going to use that now because I've already done it. And font family, I'll use Arial because it's a simple one. There we go. Save and submit, and we're done with that. Now we have this button, or kind of button. You can't click the whole thing, you can only click the text. Let's see if we can edit that then. Great work. In just a few short steps you've made a functioning button that you will send your website's visitors wherever you'd like them to go. Okay, feel free to go ahead and play with the settings on your button, such as changing its colors, the font size, or the border radius value. Click on your button to have it take you wherever your heart desires, or at least wherever your href attribute goes. Oh, that's disappointing. Then hit save and submit code to finish this course and move on to more CSS lessons. Let me just check that we actually wanted to put the A tag in here or just outside the div tags. No, it says between. But what I would actually do, what I would prefer to be done is that. I think that this is better because now you can click the whole thing as a normal button and not just in between. But the lesson doesn't allow me to do that, which is kind of annoying because like this, it's not really a button, it's just a box with text which you can click. But oh well. If I was making my own web page, then I would probably do it the way that I said, not like this. But oh well, that's the way the lesson or Codecademy wants us to do it. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, do feel free to ask in the comments down below. I'll be answering them as soon as possible. If you liked this video, please give it a like, share, subscribe. It helps me out and encourages me to make more videos. If you didn't like this video though, please give it a dislike and tell me in the comments down below why you didn't like it so that I can improve for next time. But until that next time, thank you guys so much for watching and goodbye.